projection, whole lot of projection. You do the shit that you put on the next bitch. Welcome to episode 14 of PYNK TALK. Today we are discussing Young Thug and Gunna. Now, if you've been living under a rock, you would know that basically there's a whole bunch of leakings, whole bunch of tea being spilled about what was going on during the duration of the YSL case. Young Thug and Gunna don't fuck with each other no more. Gunna was roped into Young Thug's RICO case. At that point, he was locked up because of whatever findings they were trying to find out with YSL. Basically, how it went, Gunna was like, I'm a civilian, I'm not even involved in none of that shit, and was able to walk due to him not really being involved in the shit. Now, Young Thug has spent his entire duration locked up, causing division, saying he's a snitch, he's a rat, he's this and that, making Gunna basically a pariah, not only in Atlanta, but amongst multiple fan bases, and just overall period to the world. Like, just making him look like he is like just the worst person in the world for basically clearing his name and being able to go home. Now, what we have found out recently is Young Thug was basically complying as well, which is not really shocking because we're going to get into these points here and why I feel like all this is just some awful horse shit. Honestly, I do feel like it's a psyop from the Alphabet Boys, because why are we only talking about this? We were just talking about if Trump is like dead or whatever, but that's for another video and another time. We're going to get into different points that I have that really play out into real life and how I can see why this caused such a wildfire discussion. Because honestly, what we're seeing here is projection. I feel like is a tactic of the insecure. Now, when we look at how Young Thug was just, he's this and that, he da-da-da-da, that nigga a snitch, don't fuck with that nigga, he not reliable, he not loyal, da-da-da. When he was doing that, he was just so insecure. And honestly, I do envision him always being like an insecure individual, due to multiple reasons. I mean, you know, I don't want to get really into it. A lot of people who project certain things are 9 times out of 10 ashamed that they're doing the very thing that they're accusing you of. Like, they can't really naturally fathom that you walk your talk for real in real life, and you're not just for the pump fake. Even if you listen to Gunna's music is not it's not really hood music. He's just a black man doing rich stuff and enjoying his youth, being young, and being able to dress nice and do all type of stuff and live life and have fun. And that's what I get from his music. Like, yeah, he may know a couple of hood dudes, you know, ran up and down the streets or whatever, but he ain't never did no moving or no plays like how Young Thug allegedly was out here doing. Gunna basically got painted as a snitch, not because of facts, but because the insecure basically wanted to shift the heat off of himself. Because while he's doing the very thing, he is ashamed that he's doing that because he goes by a street code or whatever. We'll get into that later because I just feel like projection is a modern day, it's just modern day gaslighting on pure steroids. Because you'll be talking to somebody and they'll be just accusing you of the most heinous things. Like, you're like really befuddled by, why are you accusing me of that? I'm not doing that. I don't move like that. I don't operate like that. Do you move like that? Do you operate like that? I've seen it firsthand, like with former friends and past loves. I've seen it, and it's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. But what I've learned is that that person moves that way, so they know it's wrong, but they're so ashamed with how they move because they know, like, naturally that's not from the standpoint of somebody that feels good about themselves. That's not from the standpoint of somebody that is secure in themselves. That's not from a standpoint of somebody that got something about themselves, that has some dignity, that got a different walk, and that has confidence. That is somebody that wants you to be as awful or as janky, as mangy, as fucked up as them. And that's just as simple as it is. And so I learned how to take some of that so personal But people really are that delusional that they'll tell themselves that about you over and over and over again. That person gotta be, because I just gotta find something on this individual. Like every time I talk to this person, I be feeling like I'm the worst fucker in the world, all because I'm doing this and I'm doing that. Like, don't be fucking judging me. I know you out here doing that. I know you out here doing the same shit I'm doing. And whole time it's like, no, bitch, I actually like have confidence. Like, I love myself, and I have moral grounds, and like, yeah, I can't relate to your fucky fuck ways. I don't get it. It's just really crazy to see, because it's like Thug really told the whole world, don't fuck with this man, isolating him. And Gunna sat there and just took it. But he took it on the basis of, let's be honest, I'm a civilian. I'm not into none of that you're doing. Like, I got a family to feed. I have money to go make. I have a label that I still technically owe money to. I have to still go work. I have music projects lined up. I have contracts that I have already signed. I have things to do, nigga. I have shit to do. Effective immediately. Ahora, you're upset with me because I'm not gonna get roped up like how your other minions get roped up? You're mad at me about that? That I want to clear my damn name? Projection is a disease, okay? It really is. I want to go as far as saying it's like a part of a personality disorder, because people really get that angry and that upset with the next person because they don't move and operate like how they do. And they're ashamed. Like people can get ran off of shame. Like they operate from how the lowliness of shame. Like it's like they gotta shake it off them. Like, no, like that's you too. Like, it's such a, oh my gosh, get some confidence about yourself. And also, if you're going to do shitty things, own it. Stop trying to have everyone else look at you as like this archangel, like you were just sent from heaven, while this person is such a demon. Like, don't do that. Because when people do that, then when they want to send a whole smear campaign about you, be leery of somebody like that is like really smearing somebody to you, that you're just like, really? Like, that's how you, really? You know what they're doing? 9 times out of 10, they're making up shit about you. They're making up shit about you so it can sound just so terrible and so horrible and so this and so that. And that's what Young Thug did in front of the world. And it's just really disparaging. But I do commend Gunna for like really sitting and really like, you know what? Time will tell, nigga. That's the whole point with projection. When someone can't stand in the truth, they will drag you in a lie. They will. Trust me. I know firsthand. Okay. Now I really want to get into my second point of all of this, which is being that Gunna wasn't technically involved in any of this, like slime, this slat stuff, like being that he wasn't involved in none of that. What is all this gang shit nowadays? Anyway, like, what's it all about now? Math isn't mathing anymore. The definition of gangs is not what it used to be when it first got started with the Black Panthers and the other gangs. I'm sorry, I can't think of it at the top of my tongue, but the gangs back then were not doing the things that are going on now. Like, gangs were all about helping and protecting the Black community, and also standing for something, and standing for women and children, and just protecting the youth, and men being able to be put in situations where they can protect and speak up for their neighborhood and for the rights of Black people. What it seems to me, especially what's been the biggest thing, like the biggest part of discussion with this whole thing, is the snitching thing. Like, street code, I'ma just say it. Black men, I've been listening to all basically all the people, all the characters involved in this YSL mishap. I've been listening to every last one of y'all, and I'm gonna be so honest, y'all are not, I don't know if y'all are really truly like busy in life enough. Cause what the fuck is street codes? What the fuck is ethics? I hope the men realize the streets are dead, son. It's over for that. Done. They're done. Go do a hobby. Go learn how to make a rug. Go learn how to paint. Go learn how to speak a language. The streets are done because y'all not even giving nothing back to the hoods and to the black communities but death, sorrow, and trauma. That's all we're getting. And honestly, it's really tired and it's redundant. We need some new tricks. Honestly, street codes are doing nothing but restricting and not helping the black community, and especially how black men operate with each other. Especially how Young Thug really like isolating him and made Gunna just look like a fucking lame. All because you not down with this shit, nigga. You don't wanna you supposed to, I'm doing the time, so you need to do the time with me, nigga. What the fuck? And it's like, I don't blame Gunna for getting the fuck. I don't blame him, because that means like just because your life is fucked up, you want mine to be fucked up. And that's honestly how I feel about the street code. Like men that operate like that, it comes from when we down with this shit, we down with this shit. Even if it's down to riding by and pew-pewing babies, like all because you retaliating against somebody, or doing this and robbing here and doing like, it's like, what the fuck is all of this for? What is all this for? How does this benefit, especially because it's Young Thug and Gunna, how is this benefiting your city? How is this benefiting the youth here? Because it sounds like a bunch of bullshit to me. That's what it truly do. Nigga, you got all that money, open up a youth center, nigga. Occupy the water boys. Do something like that. But y'all are sitting on the internet trying to uphold street ethics with half the stuff that y'all gotta carry when it come to that. How are you sleeping at night? How are you operating throughout the day? And I feel like street stuff, it's so ingrained in black men to where even if you are a black man that is just so happen to be not involved in that, you're looked at as a sort of a like pariah, all because you just don't see the logic in the streets, because it is none. It's lawless. It's dumb. It's all about keeping the black man in a box. It's limiting. It's useless. What the fuck is that for? Like niggas that pew babies and women, all the retaliating off pew and the innocent 15-year-old on their way to school because they retaliate. Like people that in the drive-by, they should be stoned in the neighborhood. Street justice should exist. But it doesn't for these men that are just committing these crimes all round about the city. Like running around like this is fucking real life GTA when it's not. No, nigga, this is real life. There are consequences to your actions. I'm sorry to bring Dirk in this, but he'll still be alive right now if you niggas ain't gas him up. Like, it's like, it's just so fucked up. And I really I hate that a lot of black men, because all they're used to is their environment. It's some men that have never been outside of their city. So all they know is their environment, and all they know how to do is operate in the streets. I know because my father was the same way. But now my father is more open-minded now. But even with certain things, like he still hasn't like reached beyond that. Like he's a great man. He always did what he was supposed to do. Like always like was a leader, you know what I'm saying? But my dad, like just seeing how the streets pulled him in so young, and then he had to pay for certain things, like, and have certain consequences to how he was ripping and running and living his life. And it's like, that's always the story of our black men. It's like, when are black men going to go above and beyond to be outside of what your block or what your group of friends or what your family is used to? I really feel my heart really goes out to these people, because they look up to these people that's around the neighborhood and around the way. Oh yeah, he got a nice car. Like, oh yeah, he do this and do that for a living. Oh yeah, he do. But it's sometimes not the most positive figures that they want to look up to and admire. It's always involving some street code stuff. And it's like, seeing that Young Thug was just so enmeshed in that, I'm like, that's low key all he know. Like, you know what I'm saying? And mind you, he has done so much in his life and his career, but he hasn't even left his block or even brought anything positive to his block other than what it seems like division, mischief, and chaos and destruction. And it's like you have added nothing to your community. Where's the youth center? Where is the giving back and putting our black men in a different position? See, I'm from Miami, Florida. So, of course, crimes are everywhere. Black men are always doing some shit everywhere. But I can honestly say, let me tell you something. Because this niggas breaking into Kias of people that work in offices, like it ain't shit. Like they probably making, what, $50,000 a year just to break into it or try to steal something. It ain't shit going on here, and the niggas is not busy enough. Whether it's the little niggas, the tall, older men, little boys, teenagers, whatever it was, y'all are not occupied enough, not busy enough. You don't got that. You think you don't got that many options because you're so limited to by your environment. And that's the crazy part. With our phones, we got the world at our fingertips. And so that just amazes me. I'm like, Google how much it is to fly to London. Like the fact that you have the world at your fingertips and you're still in a box, man, like I said earlier, I feel like this shit is from the alphabet boys. I'm telling you the fact that we are going in on this because this is doing nothing but making me think about like how our community is in such a, it's not in the best place. And we have to always think about all of us in all shades. So no, you may not have grown up in an environment like that. No, you probably are a civilian, but see me, I'm from 56 and 12th in Miami. With how I grown up though, I'm so blessed to have like the parents that I do have where they had my mind open and had me thinking about and doing other things, like especially tapping into my creative side and tapping into, you know, just my artsy side. So I'm not, so I come off as eclectic because I'm into other things. But when you open and expand your mind beyond your environment, the sky is the limit. Such a patient person because we're going to get into third point, clearing your name. See, like me, I'm petty as hell. Like I will do anything to clear my name because you will not implicate me in nothing, make me look away like as if I'm just some fucked up person or if I'm just this and that. Also, I don't gotta talk, the Lord defends me. Time is the best receipt that you can ever have because the way Gunna sat back and went like this on y'all asses and then this is what comes out. Wait a minute. Nigga, you told. So now what's the issue? Unless you were just always an undercover hater. He even said like during the tapes, he was like, I don't hate too many people in this world, but I really hate that nigga. That's a lot of hate, nigga. If you don't hate nobody in this world as is, and then you just hate Gunna all because he don't want to be your fuck shit. But I admire Gunna for really sitting back and letting time do its thing. Like he utilized that time very greatly. Like in jail, he was very reflective. Obviously, he came in at one person and came out a totally different individual. He was very reflective and intentional when he came out because he was being torn up. Like his back was being kicked in like it was nobody's business. He was metaphorically being curb stomped like on American X, like it was nobody's business by Thug and a lot of people that he's known and made money with and music with and just the world period. Like he really was like, you know what? I'm finna turn up on y'all niggas when I get out. Like I'm about to do my big one when I get out. He lost weight. He was in the gym. He's like disciplined. He was dating. Like he was just doing his thing and living life, pretty much smelling the roses. Because I can imagine for the amount of time that he was in there, he was like, God, I need a second chance. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what I've been around to where I got roped up into this, but I don't want to be around that anymore. And that's the thing. God will normally give you warnings about who you're around and what you're involved with. We're going to talk about that later. And Gunna used his second time of life very greatly. Once your reputation is stained, it is so impossible to rinse it completely clean. Even when you're innocent, the public is still going to have their opinion and still going to think what they're going to think. This applies to regular people too. This can happen in your job, online. Once your name is dragged, your name is dragged. Like, that's it. It's printed, signed, sealed, delivered, and marked. That's it. And it's really fucked up in, the fact that you want to clear your name and you want to vindicate yourself, because it's hard sitting back watching people like just talk horrible shit about you for no fucking reason, especially if you're blocked and they're choosing to tear you up from a block page. A lot of people out there like that. But that's the thing. Time reveals all. Time is going to speak for you. Time is your biggest receipt. I learned that more so than anything, because that's the thing. I know the type of person I am, and I know the jewels and the gems that I've left behind. I know that I truly inspire. I am aware of those things, so I ain't worried about shit, because I'm like, you know what? I don't gotta tear you up and defend myself for anybody. Time is gonna reveal you. Not me. Time is gonna reveal you. And what did it do for Gunna? Just that. Like, right now, Thug is getting his back kicked in just how Gunna was getting his back kicked in. Like, it's just, I don't even want to say it's truly karma. It's just, that's how the world works. Like, what you put out there, that's what you're going to get back. You're going to get it back. So you might be skating life thinking, oh, I could do this. You could do whatever you want to do. But that's the thing about God. It's either going to be released on you like soon as you do it, or it's going to come in one microcosm level of payback pie for you to eat in front of the world and in front of even people that have disparaged you. Gunna is literally living out a Bible verse. God said, I will make your enemies your footstool. Gunna's got a great album. He just made a fucking run club. Like, I want to go and visit that show. I want to be involved. Like, that's what I'm saying. He's doing a lot of inspirational things, and how he's moving, and how he's just like, you know what? You got it, dude. You got it. Because he saw that he was truly a miserable, hating ass nigga. And he's going to go off and continue living his life and reap the benefits that he's sowed. And just take life on a different way. Because some people are just truly miserable. And so they want you to be just all fucked up like them. And it's like, ugh. That's the thing. People will go with whatever stories too from this person that is saying that, all because, people just love drama. People just want to be like in the mix. Oh, that's what's really going on with her or him. For real? Like, they just want to be mixy and messy. And it's like, everyone, find something safe and better to do. Brings me to my last point, which is keeping good company. Now, your circle is your shield. It's your armor. It's your protection. It's also your pillows, where you can lay your head and be like, I had a really long and rough day and tough time. Who you let stand next to you becomes your reflection. I'm pretty sure Gunna saw this during that time period. Like, he's moving so like, it's sexy. He's moving like he just wants to do things differently. And that's the thing. He's probably having like an awakening of, I got to get from around certain people. I got to move forward and just, open my mind up and open my world up more. The wrong company can cost you your freedom, money, and your peace of mind. The right company can keep you sharp, balanced, and safe. And what more could you ask for when you're around the right company? Because everything will come to you. I'm sure, when Gunna, first, was around Thug and stuff like that, it's just like, the light is like, oh my gosh, like, this is so cool. I get to make music with this cool ass dude. Like, this is so great. But I'm pretty sure he saw things, allegedly. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure he saw things and he like knew something. But I really don't think he was involved in anything directly. But he was just clearly around something where they were able to lock him up. Rappers are not just judged by their music, they're judged by their entourage as well. So even being involved in all this YSL stuff, like, he was just like, I'm around some real rough niggas, I'm around the real shit, like, I'm around this, That's the thing, because if one person is sloppy and the whole brand is just guilty, you just don't want to be involved with, especially how Young Thug is. Young Thug is willing, how he moves is very, to me, is very, like, not sloppy, but I wanted to find a better word for that, but it's more so like, I feel like he doesn't pour out anything good. Like, he just doesn't. Like, when I look at his, like, that's the thing. I love his music. I love both of their music, by the way. I'm a fan of both their music. I hold the same the furthest is a lamb head. Good to get a candy. Like, I love I love Young Thug music. I really truly do. Like, for me, it seems like he moves so, like, I'm trying to find a word. Like, the word not coming to me, but it's just not right. It's off. I just feel like Gunna was, like, I'm happy to be, around people like this, but I think that time when he got to sit down and really, think, how am I supposed to claim any type of greatness when low key my circle is full of dead weight? Like, I want to move on and move better in life. I want to do better. I want to be around the right people. I want to grow as a person. I'm only this young for so long. I want my career to really have longevity and continue taking off. I want to learn new trades. I want to do new things. And it seems like here, these niggas are really still, like, involved in what they were millions of dollars away from before, and like they heads are still there, and I don't want to be like that. And that's nice because it's obvious to see that he has had that growth moment. The company's the loudest cosign you'll ever have, and it's so relevant to real life. It's like, if you want to grow, if you want to see yourself flourish into your best self, get around the right people. Start paying attention to who you're around, because let me tell you something, a lot of people are not your friend. It's a lot of people that'll stick around you for a long time and they really hate your ass. And it could be for a myriad of reasons. It really could be, but they really truly, people people have a spirit of envy and jealousy over things that they don't need to be envious and jealous over. So just be mindful of the company that you keep, because you always want positivity breeding from you. You always want to be able to see the fruits of your labor and your blessings. You want to see that in the people that you're around, and you don't want to be running people off all because they can't handle your light. You know what I'm saying? So just expose yourself to more, and it's okay to be around new type of people. And with that being said, like, this whole Thug and Gunna thing, I really hope they work this shit out eventually and grow the fuck up. I thought Young Thug was going to get out of jail and change and, like, have a change of heart, like, because I was excited for him to get out, but he did not clearly use that time wisely, but that shows, like, when you sit in misery, you will sit in misery. He got stripped of everything, his money, his clothes, his cars, his house. Like, he got stripped of everything and still was miserable. So that's, that says a lot. So I really thought he was going to have a change of heart when he came out, but he still wanted to carry on the beef. Meanwhile, Gunna is moving like a real true and tried boss. Like, do your thing, Gunna. That's what's up. Like, that's what's up. This concludes episode 14. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And get into the things like, how do y'all feel about projection? What times have you experienced projection? Have y'all experienced where you needed to change out company? Like, we have all gone through these things in real life, and it's about growing and moving on from it and moving forward. And what can we do to improve our lives in that way? As we can see, Gunna really did a 360, okay? And so you guys have a great one, and I will see you next week.